kindergarten. Welcome to week 2 of Virtual STEM. I'm Mr. Brown. You're live here, well, sort of live, pre-recorded live, in my kitchen for week 2, like I said. Last week, remember, your challenge was to build a boat. Now, I gave you some suggestions on materials, and that boat, remember, had to float. It had to float for 30 seconds, and it had to carry a passenger. Now, I want to thank Tiller. Tiller, I saw your video. That was awesome, man. Good job. Very creative, using an old tin can. And Elena, I saw your picture. I think it was some sort of, I didn't know if it was a cereal box or not. I apologize. But I had your picture early in the week, excuse me, and I was able to put that up on the website. So thank you guys for sending me stuff. If you sent me stuff after this video is recorded, because I tried to do this about midweek, I will definitely see it, guys. I would love to see your stuff too, so don't think just because I didn't mention your name that I didn't get it, okay? Now, as promised, I told you last week that I was going to test my boat live, and I decided to make it difficult on myself. I gave you a bunch of different materials you could use. I said paper, cardboard, aluminum foil, wax paper, but I said you can use anything you have, all right? So I decided to make it difficult. I decided to make mine out of paper. Now, I just did a couple folds, really, and put tape on the edges here, just so it looks like a boat. And I also named mine, and I forgot to tell you guys, I would love to see some names of your boats, but I named mine the SS STEM, okay? So we're gonna check this out live in my sink. Just give me a second to set up this camera, and of course I have my little passenger right here who will be going along for the ride. All right, so let me set this up. Okay, well, I got my boat. I've got my passenger, and we're going to try it out. But remember, we have to do this for 30 seconds. So I've also got my phone here, and let me pull up my timer. Aha, 30 seconds. And I'm going to lay this down right here so y'all can see while we're doing this, okay? So once I put him in, I've already got him in his boat, actually. When I put it in the boat in the water, that's when I'm going to start the timer, okay? All right, here we go. Good luck, little guy. Okay. It's looking pretty good, actually. I mean, some spots you can see are getting a little dark on the very bottom. It might be hard for you guys to see, but that means that the paper is kind of soaking up a little bit of the water. But I don't see any major issues right now. We're almost at 10 seconds. He's floating along. We'll call him Steve. All right. Excellent. So my little paper boat with just paper, a few things of tape on each 4 corners, and my little passenger has successfully floated for 30 seconds. I'm going to leave this guy in here to see actually how long he will actually float, or the boat will float with him in it. So we'll check back with him in a little bit. But now I want to talk to you about today's lesson. Okay, guys, I put the camera back where it started. Now, my boat is still floating, actually, in the water. It's been over a minute now, and it looks like it's getting a little bit darker in those same little spots. This week, you have a different challenge. Again, you can use any material you want, okay? You can use also like a little Matchbox car, which I'll show you in a second. If you have a marble, if you have a small little bouncy ball, if you have some other ball that's kind of small, maybe about this big, use that. Or if you want to try to use a big, huge ball, basketball or soccer ball, then your invention is probably going to be a little bit bigger. Now, I just listed a whole bunch of things you can use, but I didn't tell you what you're doing yet, okay? You guys get to build a roller coaster. I don't care what kind of materials you use. I actually did one we're going to go take a look at in just a second, okay? So any of the materials you need or you have laying around the house, you can use with your parents' permission. Please make sure your folks say it is okay. It would be even awesome if they helped you with this. I could see you guys having a great time doing this together, okay? So any sort of roller coaster just has to move a car, a ball, a marble, whatever sort of shape or thing that moves from one end to the other. Now, if you want to get creative and have some really good up and downs, that's awesome. Loops might be a little hard, like a roller coaster loop. But hey, if you can do it, that's awesome. Okay, so let's take a trip to my living room where I set up my experiment earlier, and I'll tell you where I actually failed. All right, let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to my living room. You can see that I actually have my mini roller coaster set up. Now, I have two of them for a reason. One of them failed, and then I realized there was a mistake. Okay. Now, what I used was a Matchbox car, just a regular old Matchbox car, and I also used something that's probably familiar to you. And no, he wasn't harmed in this, but Spiro. Remember Spiro? Remember when you guys got to control him in the on the iPads? Now, I took Spiro the robot out because he's kind of heavy. I'm just using his shell, okay? And I used this down my roller coaster as well. Now, you might see my dogs come in and out of this because they're very inquisitive. And to be honest with you, they love Spiro. When I put them on the floor and roll them around, they go nuts, okay? So you might see them walking around. So what I did was, let me slide this over. It might be a little shaky here for a second. I set up two different roller coasters, okay? One, you can see, this was my first one right here, is a little bit thinner than the other. And what I noticed was when I rolled it down, when I started my car up on the top, it was falling off right about where this stool is laying down. And I realized it was just too flimsy. The sides weren't high enough. And you can see right here how bent it is. Okay? And it wasn't holding the weight of the car. So then I took the other parts that I cut, and you can see that this has a little bit higher of a side to it. I used that with the car, and there was a couple spots. Let's go take a quick look. Now, you can see where I had to tape some things over here, and what I had to do was put some more things on the side, put a different panel on the side to prevent it from falling out, because that's what I was happening on this side too. Even though they are a little bit thicker, they were still, or the car and Spiro were still falling out. On this side right here, you can just see it bent too much. It was way too weak. And what I made these out of was basically just paper towel rolls, or the cardboard thing in the middle. Now, I wasn't hoarding paper towels. I've had these for a long time. I've been collecting them for an activity that we just didn't get around doing this year. So I decided to use these for my roller coaster. All right, well, let's test it. I got my car. I got Spiro's skin right here. Not literally, but a suit, we'll call it instead. All right, and let's see what works best. Okay, I got the car. I've got Spiro's little suit here. Let's go test it. We're going to test the car first, and you'll see Jetty and Zoe, my two dogs, really love this and get involved, meaning they just follow the car or Spiro kind of up and down the track, okay? Let's give it a shot. So, we're going to start with the car. Oh. Now, it came out right about here, and you can see how it twisted. So let's see if we can turn that back a little bit and bend it just a little bit to see if that car can get up and over, okay? We're going to try the car again. That same spot. It fell out in that same spot, and I'm thinking it has to do with the weight of the vehicle. So what we could do is put something else up under here to support it, okay? I don't have anything right this moment, but that would be something that would help the car stay on the track and hopefully go up. We'll try the car one more time, and then we'll try Spiro's. Oh, it made it all the way that time, almost. So we know that the car can go down and almost up at the very, very top. You saw Jetty following that very closely. Now, they're really going to follow this because they love Spiro. I put this on the floor. They go crazy for them. So let's see what they look like when they see this going up and down. Let's try Spiro now. Okay, here goes Spiro number 1. Oh, it didn't make it all the way and came back. Let's try Spiro 2. Oh, almost. All right, we'll try it one more time. Almost. Yes, I know, Zoe. We'll play with this later. So we almost had Spiro go all the way. It stopped right about there. And that's because there's an incline here that it has to get over to get up to this very, very last section. So guys, I want you, let me come up a little bit, to build a roller coaster that can, like I said, support a car, support any type of ball you have. If you have a marble, if you have a bouncy ball, that'll work just as well, okay? And out of any material you have laying around. Now, if you have those Hot Wheel tracks, go ahead, you can use those, all right? Be as creative as possible. Try to do the most awesome track and roller coaster you can possibly imagine. Ask your parents' permission and get them involved too. Have fun, okay? Do this as a family if you can. All right, so I look forward to seeing some of your creations. I was just checking to make sure it didn't fall over there. Please send them through the uploads button on the bottom of this web page. Click on that, send me your pictures. I would love to see them, guys. If I get them early in the week, I will post them up on the web page for everybody to see and to acknowledge your accomplishments, okay? Now, I have something special to tell you, so let's go to the kitchen because the materials are there. Okay, guys, listen, I have something very special to tell you. Next week is obviously Easter and spring break, and I hope you guys have a great Easter and a great spring break. I know some of this e-learning stuff has been tough, so we all, I think, kind of deserve a few minutes to kind of catch our breath. But the Tuesday after spring break, which is April 21st at 10 a.m., we're going to do a live STEM from right here in my kitchen or in my house. Y'all are invited to do a live STEM. Wait, hold on. Not invited to come here, even though I miss you guys. We're going to do it virtual. We're going to do it through Zoom, okay? So there's going to be a live STEM at 10 a.m. Tuesday the 21st through Zoom. We'll be able to see each other, talk to each other. I'm hoping you guys can do this project along with me, just like we would do in the classroom. Remember, again, you always need your parents' permission, especially to get on to Zoom to see me that day. Tuesday, again, the 21st at 10 a.m. But before that, I want to show you the materials you're going to need so we can do this project. And they're very simple, guys. You're just going to need paper. It doesn't have to be colorful, but if you have colorful paper, that's awesome. Any paper, printer paper, construction paper, if you just have notebook paper, that's fine too, okay? You'll need paper. Colorful paper would be awesome though, kind of give it a little bit better of effect. You're gonna need scissors, okay? So ask your parents' permission. And you're gonna need a bowl that we can put water in. All right, so next week, or excuse me, not next week, but the week after spring break, Tuesday the 21st, we're going to do a live STEM right here. I will put the link up on the website. I'll hopefully have your teachers shoot out a remind or a class dojo to you guys. You're going to need paper. You're going to need a bowl to put water in. And if you don't have a bowl, use the sink like I just did. By the way, guess what? My boat's still floating. I'll show you that in just a second. So we need paper. We need a bowl, and you need scissors. Now, if you have crayons or colored pencils or some stickers, get those too, okay? We'll maybe add a little bit of color or a little flair to your project next week, okay? Or not next week, excuse me. I keep on saying that. Tuesday, April 21st. Live STEM. Y'all are invited right here to my kitchen. Not in real life, even though I would love to see y'all, but we'd be breaking the rules. But we'll be doing it through Zoom, okay? So, hey guys, check this out. Let's see here. Where is my boat? There it is. It's still floating. It still hasn't sunk yet. Just paper. Pretty cool, huh? Awesome. Well, listen, guys, I am really excited to see your roller coaster pictures. Be as creative as possible. Like I said, if you have a car, use a little car. If not, you have a ball, a marble, or something, whatever. Use any material you have. But I'm even more excited about seeing you guys here, April 21st, live STEM, right here, paper, scissors, and a bowl, and I'll send out that link by Zoom on the website, okay? Hey guys, have a great Easter, have a great spring break, be safe. I'll see you on Tuesday, April 21st. Bye.